السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته وأفضل الصلاة وأتم التسليم على سيدنا محمد. Welcome back to Convos on campus. Today we have the distinct honor of hosting a true KAUST pioneer. Professor Boon Ooi is a professor of electrical and computer engineering and the director of the Photonics lab. But more than that, he is one of the founding faculty members who has been here since the very beginning in 2009. We're going to talk about building a university from scratch, the future of light-based technology, and his incredible 16 years journey. Professor Ooi, it's a very big privilege to have you, and looking forward to hear what you have to say.
Right, thank you very much, Ty, for having me.
Professor, I would say you have a perspective that not so many people in KAUST share. You joined as a founding faculty member in 2009. What was it like in those very early days, building a world-class research university from the ground up? How was it?
Wow, good question. It's a long journey, right? 16 years. When I was first visiting here, that was 17 years ago. That was 2008.
Okay.
And I think the entire campus has nothing yet. We have a small little tent that showcase the plan, and that's about all. And then it's amazing to see this place being built after 16 years. And yeah, great accomplishment.
Okay, so when you arrived, what was built? Like, what was there? Just the
At
campus
one
itself,
point,
right?
KAUST has about 48,000 people working day and night for 2 years. So my first visit to KAUST was 2008. Essentially, it's a desert. Then 2009, that was in July 2009 when we moved in. We already have several buildings, and several labs space were available, but not all. Yeah, that was the early day, and even in my department, we only have about 6 faculty. 6 faculty means 6 professors joining us. And the entire campus, we only have about 60 founding faculty. I'm not sure how many still left, but I believe it's about 20-something founding faculty still on campus, and another 40 or so. Some of them because of retirement, because of they're relocated to elsewhere, and etc. So that was in the early day.
Okay.
When electrical engineering, especially my lab, when moved into the lab, of course, the entire lab is completely empty. I'm doing experiment, so I have to set up lab, and setting up experimental lab takes a lot of time. We are very fortunate to have very strong support from KAUST. Various different department has been trying to help. We're also very lucky to be able to establish or open the labs in less than 18 months, I guess.
Mashallah.
So that was the speed for most of the labs.
Mashallah. So 18 months from 2009?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
very
for
fast.
experimental lab. Because
Mashallah.
experimental, as you know, right? Have to spend a lot of time, set up experiment, buying equipment, and do a lot of preparations before be able to turn even the equipment on.
Okay. Who was on the team back then?
My group, I only have 1 scientist, and then because convince students to join KAUST it was quite difficult because nobody knows what's KAUST. So I only have 2 students working for me. One is Zahid Khan, the other one is Ahmad Bansu. I think I have 2 students. There are 2 pioneer students joining. They're quite brave, actually.
Quite brave to come.
Because nothing. What do you want to do? And not even have facility to support their research.
So I guess they came because of you, like they knew you before coming, right?
Not quite. Surprisingly, not quite.
Okay.
Zahid, I recruited him from Bramco. Oh, I forgot to mention another Saudi student, Ahmad Al Jabra, also from KFUPM. And 2 of them come from KFUPM. Ahmad Bansu from Tunisia. So yeah, 3 of them, I recruited them because I give a talk in KFUPM, happened to get to know their professor. Then try to get their professor to convince them to join KAUST.
Okay. How did you learn about KAUST?
Yeah,
What
good
made
question
you,
though.
yeah.
That's very good question. Fascinating. I think in late 2007, there was a call for proposal. It's a global call for proposal. And then early 2008 or so, KAUST began to announce the winner of this award, the funding, very huge funding. Per group, you'll be able to get $10 million or so. And I was a professor at Lehigh University. I was struggling like crazy getting funding because the downturn happened to be 2007. The economy downturn, the global downturn,
Yes.
happened to be 2007, 2008. So when you smell some funding opportunity, you just jump into it. So I wrote to our founding provost, Professor Fawaz Alabi in University of Michigan. And I said, I want to visit you. I want to present a project to you.
Okay.
So instead of giving money, he tried to recruit me, saying that, yeah, you should join. Because I was a professor at Lehigh University in Pennsylvania at that time. I have no intentions at that time because I do have a nice position at Lehigh, so I cannot quite know. I do not quite feel that I need to. But because of various different reasons, come out with very, very sweet offer, sufficient research funding. And of course, the entire package was wonderful. But then, by then, there was nothing yet. KAUST only by name, and they know the locations. Do not have anyone. And I think I was the first batch of faculty who they tried to recruit.
MashaAllah.
And then I sit on the offer for quite a long time. I received the offer in summer 2008. And then, I go through a lot of discussions and think quite a bit about how to relocate from. Is it possible to turn off
From
that?
the US. Yes. Always? Yes. So let's get
Where
back
were
into
we?
it. Yeah, no
I
problem.
forgot.
Technical
It was
difficulty.
a sweet offer.
Okay. Oh, I should not mention about those things. No, I think the entire package was quite good. Essentially, I'll be able to venture into new field that I will be able to do it. But of course, when I talked to many of my mentors at that time, none of them support the idea of relocating to an entirely new university and a startup university, saying that career risk is too high. And even say that might well be a career suicide for me because I will not be able to do anything. That was many of my mentors' advice not to take it. That's why I dragged on for about a year before I decided to sign on. That's coupled with many things that is happening in the US. Research funding is quite challenging because of the economic downturn and also because of the research funding cut. And I have to be very honest to say that I do have problem to keep my group of 5 students and 1 postdoc going at Lehigh at that time. And that's why I thought, wow, it's an interesting environment, and I know nothing about Saudi Arabia. I will be able to learn a lot culturally, and that's why I take the risk to move.
Very bold.
But I mean, in fact, in my entire career has been moving from places to places. I call myself as a risk taker. I take quite a bit of risk. Maybe since young, moving too frequent. I'm Malaysian. I'm born in Malaysia.
MashaAllah.
And my high school grade definitely was not as good as you. Can smoothly get into university, or maybe everyone here. I was denied offer to get into any university in Malaysia. So I have to take 1 gap year in Taiwan before I continue my study in Glasgow University. So that's another risk that I was taking because I'm not from a very well-off family. So I have to really plan carefully and hope that I'll be doing okay. Then upon graduations, also I was not too bright a student. I'm not a bright student maybe. I don't think I know how to. I don't think I can contribute in any of the company, although I graduated with an electrical engineering degree. But I don't think I'm a qualified electrical engineer yet. That's why I stay on It's not by plan, but just saying that, I do not quite know how to find a job. So I stay on to do a PhD.
On the education plan.
Yeah, and then after PhD, I managed to get some industry offer and also university offer. At that time, I was thinking about moving back to Asia. So I looked into opportunity in Hong Kong, Singapore, and happened to get offer from NTU, Nanyang Technological University in Singapore, and a company, a foundry, a semiconductor foundry called CSM, stand for Chartered Semiconductor Manufacturing. Now it's Global Foundries. Global Foundry is one of the leader foundries in the world now.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, then from there, I just keep on thinking that, well, it's fun to move from one place to another because you'll be able to learn a lot, see different things, and are collecting new experience and memories. Then 4 years at NTU, I decided to move again to start up a company in East Bay, California. That was the first time when I touched on the ground of California or US in general, the United States, with my very young family. I have a kids at that time, 3 years old kids, and a wife.
Okay.
Pick up a car, drive to my hotel at that time. I don't even have a proper apartment yet. That's another risk that I was taking. And a lot of people are telling me the same. Why do you quit a job as a professor, as an assistant professor at a fairly nice university, NTU in Singapore, and then move to a place where you are not familiar with and start up from scratch, basically running a company that I do not even know how to run company. But of course, I did run the companies for 4 years.
Good.
Yeah, as a professor at that time, as a junior, still relatively young, early 30 or so, run a company of that size is not, I don't think I have enough idea how to do it properly. Although we raised quite a bit of funding from VC, venture capitals in the Valley, but eventually we brought it to bankruptcy. I needed a job. Then I had to move to Lehigh University to get a job.
Lehigh is where in the US?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
It's pretty cold there.
Yeah, so from various different places. California was good, and then Pennsylvania. My family is still in Pennsylvania, by the way.
Okay, okay.
And then worked there for about 6-7 years. Then this opportunity popped out, and then I took the risk to
Come to Saudi.
to come Saudi again.
Back then, so it was your first time in Saudi, right?
Yeah, it's first time in Saudi, so always first time.
What was your impression of the weather when you arrived? You're like, what is this crazy weather?
I'm from Malaysia. I'm okay with the
right.
weather because although my first trip here was July again, June or July 2009.
Starting to boil.
Very hot, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm okay. I think
Alhamdulillah.
I've been everywhere. Singapore as well is a very hot country.
Have you met with King Abdullah? May God bless his soul for giving us this facility.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great guys. Very far away, not in person, because at that time we have the inaugurations and a lot of people. So yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a very humble guy. Very.
Extremely.
Yeah.
Yeah. At that time he was, I think it's about late 80, right? About that time. So, yeah, he cared much about this university. Actually, a lot of us share his vision quite a bit because we want to build a university in, well, by then it's 16 years ago, the entire country, to be honest, is still very conservative. Instead of open out the country drastically, he basically gradually opened it out by mixing top Saudi student and international student. So which I think is a very nice vision that he put together. And it's not only for the region or for the country, but it's for the entire world. It's trying to benefiting the entire world.
Absolutely.
Which is quite amazing.
He changed the fabric of the Saudi culture and the Saudi generations for years.
Yeah, that is the question that I keep on asking myself, right? Because now we are in our 15 years, 16 years onwards. Many people keep on asking us, saying that what is the return for all this huge endowment and investment to KAUST. But I think you point out quite correctly though, because of we basically infused some different culture into this region. And also, if you look back 16 years ago, the entire country, most of the university focused a lot on teaching. Amazing job on teaching, training very good student, undergraduate student. But I don't think research is the key focus in this region until KAUST moved in. And then we essentially reached out to many local universities through collaborations and etc. And 15, 16 years later, as you now from various different matrices and ranking, etc., know that we at KAUST, I believe, put Saudi's name on the international research map. So that I believe is one of the key contributions. And today, if you can talk to any university in the kingdom, everyone is focusing very much on doing research and try to
collaborating with KAUST.
Come out. It's basically, I think, I maybe would dare to say that this research culture is very much started by KAUST. Yeah.
Oh, it's great. So shifting into research now, let's talk about your research. So your work in photonics is incredibly diverse, from Li-Fi and underwater communication to smart agriculture. What is the common thread that connects all these applications?
So actually the group, my background, I only make one thing called semiconductor laser or light emitting devices. So all of those applications, the various different applications in communication, for example, or sensor and all that, you can then link everything to the key component that we make and do it relatively well in the lab. That is the semiconductor laser. I think my approach to research is always try not to follow the trend. By the way, I have a very, very rebellious son. He kept on telling me that whatever you are doing, that's me. He's not doing it because I try to push him to do saying, well, doing science, engineering is maybe it's not too bad, right? Look into those parts. Say, no, that's boring. Because you are doing it, I'm not doing it. So
like father, like son, you know?
A little bit of those things.
A little bit.
So at that time I was saying, whoa, what kind of son is this? Disown him. But then if I look at my entire career, I always go into something that's on entirely, whatever people are doing, I try to do it differently. In my early career, for example, when maybe all over the world is looking into getting very high semiconductor crystal for laser, for optoelectronics. And in my case, I try to destroy the good quality of the crystal. I destroy the quality of the laser, of the crystal, and then try to recover it to change the properties so that I'll be able to have the so-called photonic integrated circuit, photonic integrated integrations platform created through damaging it, intentionally damaging it, and recover it. In the case of my research on semiconductor laser, everyone is looking into very narrow line so that all the light energy or the so-called photon energy can group into a single line, very pure color. No, my case, I try to make it very broad emissions.
Okay.
So instead of the so-called coherent, I try to make it incoherent and then look for application. That's why we can find application in sensor using the broad band, the so-called broad emission band
broadband
laser. And also at the same time, we try to use it for communication and for imaging and many others applications. No problem.
Who is? Let me just 1 second.
Take your time. We can cut anyway, so.
Yeah, we can cut. We're talking about that you make the foundational photonics, right? Like you make the
semiconductor laser.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah.
Semiconductors are everywhere, right?
Right.
It's fascinating to see
So
especially
actually, we call
underwater?
semiconductor laser as a component, the solution looking for problem means that can be applied to many different things. So that is what that is why motivating me to work on semiconductor laser.
Okay. So I want to focus on one of those, like it, it sounds almost like science fiction. Could you explain underwater optical communication?
Oh, I love this one. I have to thank my very dear colleague, Professor Slim Aluni.
Yes.
One day when we were talking about, because we try to create a optical wireless comm, say by using light bulb to send internet signal and all those things. And then through the discussions, we decided to use quite similar technology and launch it in underwater. Why do we do so? Because you see, we know our moon, Mars is not sure how many
Light years?
not that far, not quite light years yet, but at least a few millions of miles away from Earth. But we seem to know it better, and we know our moon way better. But there's we do not know much about our ocean. Even 4 kilometers below the surface, we have no idea what is it and what happened to it. And Mariana Trench, for example, is 11 kilometers beneath the water, the surface. And we certainly need to understand more. And then through the discussion, we think, why not we use light? Because until today, people are still using sound wave. There's acoustic wave to send signal. But you cannot do it very fast because sound wave, you can only send very limited information, right? That is the so-called communication bandwidth is very narrow. But if you happen to move to light-based technology, you essentially be able to increase those by a few thousand times, a few 100,000 times better than sound wave. So that's why motivating us to look into it. And we are among the first group, actually KAUST, right? Many other collaborators, of course, working on these particular things. And we're among the first group to hit the so-called gigabit per second data rate. So what does it mean by gigabit per second? Gigabit per second is essentially our Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi now we can hit about 100 megabit per second. So a few tens of gigabit, say gigabit per second is about 100 times better than our
Wi-Fi 5.
Wi-Fi signal, right? About tens of times better than Wi-Fi signal. So that was the motivation to start with. Then we keep on moving until today.
It's great, yeah.
After we started this field, it was amazing to see people begin to jump in. Several groups, very top university in China, Zhejiang, form a huge group working on the same space. And then even MIT, Lincoln Lab, begin to work on the same topic using the same technique and all this. It's nice to be able to see people adopting the same technology.
Yeah, you're an innovator, so no doubt.
It's a lot of good idea from the student, from the group, and from the collaborators as well. So I dare not claim that I'm the one. But
I would say you're a fellow of the National Academy of Inventors, no?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Yes, and you essentially founded a startup. What's the biggest challenge in taking a brilliant idea from the lab to a commercial product? I would say.
Very challenging. Startup is always very challenging. I actually have several startups, none of them successful. So of course, after I quit my job at NTU, I started up a company in the Valley, right, in the Silicon Valley. And we received very good funding, 16 million at that time. Year 2000, 16 million is a lot of money. We wasted all of those money. The VC that gave us this money now is the main investor of Tesla and SpaceX.
Oh,
I believe Tim Draper, sitting on our board, now is the chairman of the board of either SpaceX or Tesla. Anyway, so there was a fail And then I have the second one doing okay, still running. The third one, that is KAUST. KAUST, this one we did quite well. Yeah, that was the experience. But I mean, it's very challenging because you need to form a very good team and nothing to do with technology. Technology doesn't sell. And it's the entire things coupled with technology, people, markets, knowing the customer needs, and being able to deliver as well. Because we are no longer talking about the lab demo. You can have, say, make a few thousand laser and one or two of those good laser, the hero device so-called, then you can publish a good paper. No, it's no longer the case. You have to take care of many different things from A to Z. So it's a team effort. It's no longer a single person. The first company failed is because we are very passionate about what we are doing in research. And essentially we convert the company into research lab rather than run it as a company. But a company needs to be run as a company, but not a research lab. Yeah, so it need how to develop a good, reliable product that your customer want, but no longer writing a paper and then move on to a new topic.
Yeah, the business world is completely different, right? You need to
Very brutal.
Very brutal, yeah.
Yeah, because give you one experience. When our product, the current company, gone through the qualification with Abramco. Abramco, we essentially have to put all the other system because it's the laser box that we are developing for them, and evaluate them at the same time. And they only pick, they don't care where you're from, etc. They only look for the best product that can solve their problem. So the entire process lasts for about 2 years.
With all this bureaucratic...
No, qualification. Only keep on trying and then doing various different type of measurement compared with other products, etc. before they even choose us as one of their qualified supplier.
Wow,
so
2 years.
Abramco is not the only company doing it. Many other companies are doing so. So to go through this particular evaluation process is not easy. And also, as a university lab, most of the university startup do not even know how to handle those things. Yeah, it's interesting experience. If you have not done that yet, do so. And hope that your YouTube channel will then be evolved into a product that you'll be able to sell eventually.
Hope, yeah, maybe. I mean, it's just a hobby. Maybe I can turn my PhD into a startup.
I think hobby is very important. Yeah.
Yes. I think my underwater robot can be turned into I think maybe a product that can be sold. So I will call you.
To us.
I will call you. So your career has taken you all over the world.
Nice, fantastic career.
Yes, you've journeyed from Malaysia to the US and then now Saudi Arabia. How has these diverse environments shaped you as a scientist?
I think it's very important. Scientists need to be very mobile. I think it has to be, I always say that scientists and engineering should not have a border because you need to interact, you need to learn from different, even culturally, from different countries, etc. My lab at one point, I have 17 nationalities. So it's not saying, if I want to have so-called the top student or people who I know best culturally, then I should focus on a single region. But I think the objective is to diversify and also learn from each other. Yeah, and as a Malaysian, I was born in Malaysia, so I'm Malaysian Chinese. I'm 4th generation Malaysian Chinese, and we always live in some kind of uncertainty because we always worry that what's next for us. Especially it's not from very well-off family. You have to worry about where do you get your next meal from. So moving around, seeing different parts of the world, I think it's nice that enrich myself in terms of different experience and seeing different people, establishing different networks, etc. And I think in science and as a research worker, I will not call myself a researcher or research scientist. That would be too big a name. I think research worker, it is important because exchange idea and find out more problem that will be able to solve together and etc. So that is very, very, very important to me. Yeah, it has been a very, very blessing career. People pay me to develop, to support my interests. So that
It's
is
a great
quite
privilege.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you have certain hobby, for example, playing golf, you have to pay for the membership fees, right? And if my interest is making semiconductor laser, for example, someone else pay for me to work on my hobby. So that is quite interesting idea, quite interesting career that I've been through.
You have an epic hobby, which is playing badminton, right? I heard
Oh
you
yeah, I'm
play.
very good at that. I'm very proud of that. It's my national sport in Malaysia, national sport. I'm very good.
Very
I'm good at
confident.
nothing but badminton, by the way.
We should try to play a game together. I'm good at racket sports, so maybe you can smash me and.
You know that I
we can
started
coach.
the badminton club here at
You did?
KAUST,
Oh, okay.
together with our first president, Professor Shi. We play and decided to start up this club back in 2012 or so.
Okay.
And now the club we have, I believe it's 70, 80
MashaAllah.
people. And we always have our tournament. And in the tournament, I always won. In the past, many tournaments, whoever beat me, I will just fire them.
Very strategic strategy. But yeah, badminton. Maybe take it easy on me when we try. And,
I'm quite old now. You'll definitely be able to do very well.
okay, we'll see. Okay, so after leading a lab and mentoring so many students for so long, you must have a clear view, or maybe, of what works. What is one habit you believe is essential for a PhD student to succeed?
Passion and very, I think passion has to come first. Persistence, because always fail, and many of the ideas fail, and even in many students will have to go through those phases of failure, especially experimental work. Can propose many ideas, try many ideas, but many of those ideas, maybe 99% will not make it. So yeah, I mean, if you do not have passion, all this failure, you just give up easily. So the environment that I want to create is always a bit more supportive environment and also friendly towards others. After all, after their graduation, you still have to work in a team. So teamwork is very important to me. I'm not sure because your building is here, my building is in building 3. Many students call my group as a party group.
Okay.
Yeah, because we don't have set any strict rule that students need to follow.
MashaAllah.
They can do whatever they want. They feel free to explore new idea. Also encourage them to learn through failure and etc. But it seems like they're most of them doing very well, and at least in my entire career, I have already trained about more than 45 students. All of them are doing very well. And in my early, some of the senior students graduated a long time ago. They achieve way better than me. Controlling or managing a big company, the biggest company called Coherent. The COO, VP for operations, is my student.
MashaAllah.
For example, and you might know about a Chinese car called BYD.
Yes.
Yeah, the LiDAR system is actually provided by my student, and Samsung Food, your laser chips that scanning your face, also provided by my student's company.
MashaAllah.
So they're all doing way better than me, and I expect all those new students, the younger student, younger former student, they would definitely achieve better than me. So which is quite rewarding to see them grow and to see them being able to contribute their knowledge to the society.
MashaAllah. Very profound effect.
Yeah, I
Society and
love to see them grow. A shy little kids joining the labs, and then 10 years later, see them, wow, I'm a principal engineer of this. I'm working on that. My product's being used by this, and my device is being used by that. That's fantastic experience.
very, very inspiring, Boon. Very inspiring.
Thank you.
If you were not a professor, what career would you have pursued?
I don't know.
Badminton player?
Most likely. I honestly, I do not quite know what else could I do, because I'm not knowledgeable in many different things and only know what I'm doing. And also in a very, very small field called photonics, relatively small. What would I do? When I was young, I was thinking about becoming a teacher. And then I watched too much Hong Kong movies, maybe. At one point, high school, I wanted to be a policeman. Keep on changing, I guess. So when I was thinking about becoming a policeman, my teacher came to me saying, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm okay." Then I want to be, at one point after my my high school, that's middle school, one policeman. High school, I want to be a medical doctor. Then I found that I have this hemophobia, fear of blood. So I don't know. Yeah, I think this is I do not have a second option. So I think I still want to be a research worker, like what I'm doing now. And as a professor, it's quite fun.
And we are glad that you found your calling, That's
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so we'll end up with a few fun questions, okay? We will make it a quick fire round. So I
Wow.
will shoot a question and then you reply. So if you had to get a tattoo that represents your research, what would it be?
Oh, badminton, shutter.
Wow, that was too fast of a reply. I thought maybe a laser or something related
no,
to...
no.
Okay. All right. Would you rather have the ability to talk to marine animals or have Wi-Fi everywhere you go, even underwater?
I think marine animal is more fun. Wi-Fi I have to stick to my phone all the time, which is not good. Don't email me.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Should they approach you? Okay. Just email Professor Boon.
It's just too much. All those messages and WhatsApp and etc. So no Wi-Fi sometimes is good.
You want to go offline?
Oh yeah.
Okay. What's one question people should stop asking you?
My age. I'm quite old now.
Okay.
Don't ask my age. No, I'm 50 something.
I can guess, no? I would say at least you are 50.
Way more than that. This year I'm 58.
You look younger than me. Look at me like I have white hair already.
Thank you.
And-
I'll buy you dinner later on.
Yes. So I would say like at least 50, but not more than 60.
No,
Okay,
58.
58. Okay. As old as my father. Yeah. 1970 he was born.
Wow.
Yes.
17.
Not too old, Boon. You still have lots of
Yeah.
years to come.
No, I want to die in my office, work until I die. I don't want to retire too early. It's boring.
And you guys have the Asian DNA lives long, like
I'm not too sure. But my father is 80 something years old, so I hope that I'll be able to hit 80. And then I'll maybe ramp down a little bit. Yeah.
we Arabs have the worst life expectancy. It's around 60. I
Is
think.
that right?
Yes.
I thought King Abdullah and many of those royal family that live until very old age, 90 something,
Yeah, I would say these are outliers, but I think around that number.
around that.
Yeah. Professor Boon, it has been a very enlightening conversation. Thank you for joining the podcast.
Thank you very much indeed.
You are the first professor to join, and thank you very much for taking the initiative. I remember emailing almost all professors, and you were I think the first one. Yeah, the first one who replied. I think the same day, which is epic. And thank you for being this generous part of our community. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Boon. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope that is not too random because I jump from one to another.
No, okay.
Jumping everywhere.
No, you were great. It was awesome.
Thanks very much
Actually,
indeed.
it was really great. You're really impressive with it.